may I help you? Like, do we got a problem?
Aren't people afraid of like yeast infection? And like, I don't understand why would you risk so much pain just to be able to like look hot or like get attention. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Beyond Girl Math, where we talk about social media, pop culture, and a whole lot of yapping. So if that's something that would interest you, stay tuned. So not too long ago, we were discussing about the office attire, how women were wearing the most insane outfits to the office and labeling it as office siren, which in turn did actually get somebody fired from a 6-figure salary just because she decided to wear a tube top to the office. And I would say, at least in this debate, most people were like on the same side. They were just agreeing that yes, you cannot believe whatever you see on social media and just try to replicate that in, real life, because you will be faced with real consequences. And in this case, the consequences were just missing out on a $200,000 salary per year. I don't even want to imagine how she sleeps at night, if she still does. It's just insane. However, this week, the discussion is similar, but not exactly the same, because right now, we're talking about gym attire. And some guys are complaining that they cannot focus on the gym because some women show up there, and I quote, wearing lingerie. So yeah, that is what we're talking about this week. Women showing up to the gym wearing lingeries.
Pocketbooks are out at the gym, and y'all mad about that man who said y'all not wearing enough clothes? I just saw that video of that lady doing that leg press at the gym.
Look, if these are the shorts that inspired the whole conversation, I fear I see the point. I don't think the problem, I feel like there's so many things that can be said about this. First of all is the gym attire, and second is, filming and angles, because I feel like especially last year, it was very common for girls to just go on very revealing outfits, which is something that we can just like bypass and deal with. But the problem is people will just like, look at them, which honestly, I feel like if you're wearing certain clothes, we just can't help but not look like. And I am straight, but like if you're wearing something like super tight, and especially if you have like a good figure, like my dream body, I'm gonna look. And I don't know exactly what goes through the mind of the male when they like also look at these girls, but I don't know. I feel like there's some clothes that will always call attention. So these girls will just put the camera in certain locations, in some angles, and people will look at them, and they will just go to social media and complain that, people are looking at them and they don't feel comfortable. And it was like a whole thing. I haven't seen any of those videos this year. But last year, it was a series. So in this case, I feel like the angle really is not helping. Because like, why do you have your phone up there? Like,
Talking about how she want a bigger wagon. She's a little bit on the slim, muscular side. But the angle she had that phone, y'all, you would have thought I was a gynecologist. I can't do it anymore. I understand it's your body. You do what you want to do. You show it how you want to show it. You express it how you want to express it. But I should not be able to tell which lip is bigger. Ladies, I don't. Hear me out. There's no reason I should be able to tell what's going on in that cootie cat. Now, I'm not saying women gotta be modest as a nun. I'm not saying that. But is it getting a little bit too out of hand? I understand the influencers, they're pushing the little outfits, teensy weensy, itsy bitsy. But to be more risque than the girls are at the club, it gets to a point. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's your body. You do what you want to do with your body. But if people can tell by your spandex outfit what's going on in between your bits, maybe, just maybe, you might need a little bit more clothes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And also, just for context, I feel like I have to show the video that started this whole conversation. And currently, people are just hating on this man. And obviously, this is one of those topics that is going to be polarizing. First of all, you had a girl saying that, you know what, I see his point. I'm not saying you have to dress like a nun, but at some point, we have to have some decorum about like what we wear. And I don't really think it's about like policing women's body. It's about decorum. It's about common sense. And as much as we hear a lot people talking about like, oh, this is empowering, this is my body, which I will not deny. Honestly, for the longest time, I couldn't wear short clothes or even show my skin. And I'm like slowly, feeling more comfortable with my body and showing my skin and showing some legs, showing some cleavage here and there. But I feel like there's always a time and place. And I feel like that's what's missing. But people are so quick to run and say like, oh, you're policing women's body, oh, misogyny, oh, like, let us live our life. Why are you so insecure? And I don't think it's about insecurity. Like, for example, that girl, I honestly don't think the shorts or like the clothes are like, any problem. Like, I don't think that's the type of, clothes that can be like starting this whole conversation. But that angle, honestly, I understand. At the end of the day, this is content, and that angle and people like probably commenting on that video saying like, oh my God, this and that, oh my God, this and that. Because obviously I don't even know where she posted. I don't know who's that created, like the original one that was like, in the green screen. I don't know who she is, but I am convinced that like at least 90% of the comments on the original video were complaining or commenting on the fact that she had, the angle up there and they could literally see the split of her vagina. So I don't know. At the end of the day, that's what drives engagement. And I don't know, maybe rent was due, man. Maybe rent was due, and now we're having this conversation, so.
Like, we really in a fucking day and age, we're telling bitches, can you please stop coming to the gym ass fucking naked? Starts a public fucking discourse, a public fucking uproar. Like, all we want to do is come to the fucking gym and work out, but no. The leg press machine gotta look like a fucking casting couch because bitches is literally at the gym in lingerie. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Then a bitch will look you in your eyes and tell you it's not bothering anybody. I'm uncomfortable. What the fuck, bitch? Are we at Myrtle Beach or LA fucking Fitness? Help me understand. Help me understand why you feel the need to come outside damn near naked. What is it about? Why are you fighting so hard to literally just go in public servers ass naked? Like, that's essentially what the fuck you fighting for. Like, this is, if that is important to you as a person, you are one privileged piece of shit. Because who the fuck, out of all the bills, death, institutionalized systematic racism and shit, imperialism, and you want to put your fucking time and emotions to fighting for bitches to be able to come to any public event ass fucking naked. Bitch, shorts so fucking tight up her ass, she got to fart for them bitches to come off.
Just have some more dignity for yourself and what you're sharing and how you present.
Oh, Benny. Oh my God. I'm going to say this once. And if anyone disagrees with me, you're wrong. What a man thinks about what a woman is wearing is irrelevant. What another woman thinks about what another woman's wearing, also irrelevant. And this is coming from someone who literally makes a living selling nipple covers designed for workout and swim online because I didn't like my nipples showing at the gym. But let's just say a woman is dressing skimpy to the gym because she does want attention. Is that a crime? I'll do a lot of stuff to get attention. Look at these crazy fucking TikToks we're making, Benny. Myself. Maybe the more likely scenario is she just feels more comfortable, or maybe she thinks she looks good. And she probably fucking does look good. Why is that wrong? People will tell me, oh, so-and-so needs cakes, the nipple covers for workout that I make. Did you see her at the gym? Her nips were out. I'm like, no, if she wanted cakes, she'd get cakes. She probably feels good the way she's dressing. And that's none of my business. And honestly, more power to her.
So there's a man on this app. There are multiple men on this app who are saying that the gym outfits that women wear nowadays are way out of control and that they're basically naked. And I have a lot to say about this, so if you don't want to hear it, you can go ahead and scroll. The first thing I want to say is I don't know if we're seeing the same people, but like the extent of it is like a sports bra and some like leggings or biking shorts, which is much more modest than a bathing suit. So I don't understand why people are freaking out. Number 2, men walk around outside with their nipples out. In my brain, that's the same amount of modesty as like a girl wearing a sports bra, okay? If we can accept that, then we can accept women wearing sports bras at the gym. Number 3, if women wearing slightly revealing clothes makes you uncomfortable, then maybe you need to do a lot of inner work. Because women are not inherently sexual objects. Women are not inherently trying to be sexual all the time. I personally wear a lot of crop tops. You know why? I have hyperthyroidism and I sweat all the time. And the principle of this situation is simply that viewing women as sexual objects when they do not want to be viewed as sexual objects leads to violence against women. I am a person who is attracted to women. If I can keep myself composed around these other women who are wearing a sports bra and biker shorts, I think you can too. Okay, it's not about attraction at this point. It's about you objectifying these people who do not want to be objectified. So if you viewed women as people and not simply objects to look at, you wouldn't have a problem with it. We need to stop sexualizing women's bodies because whether or not you want to admit it, it leads to violence against women and children.
Fashion Nova mesh cutout see-through.
So I'm not saying what she is saying is wrong, and please go back and watch her video, but we have to look at the adults of the 80s and the 90s at what they wore. I mean, it was just as bad. As you can see, Exhibit A, this is, I believe, the 80s. And these people were out here just wearing bathing suits and bikinis to the gym. Now, granted, you know, aerobics was more of a thing that was more popular than going to the gym. But yeah, they had all of that behind out back in the 80s and 90s. Now, granted, our bodies were way different as humans and adults from the 80s and 90s than today. But yeah, they were not modest. Not by a long shot. And actually, here's some of the 90s with that. I mean, it was just as bad and just as revealing.
By the way, correct me if I'm wrong. I've seen this a lot, to be honest. And I've also seen like the videos of people like at the gym working out or like doing Zumba. I think that was something that was like super trending back then. And like they will use like this, and sometimes they will have like some skin tights, and then they will have like socks, but like the whole outfit, it was just like, you know, pretty much just wearing underwear. And then sometimes they will have like some leggings and then like the long socks, and then they will dance and do this and that. However, I am not sure if that was something that was popular like in the actual gyms or like only in television or in magazines. This photo, for example, it's giving magazine, but I do remember seeing a lot of this demonstration of gym outfits. Not only that, I've seen plenty of men wear like, you know, those shorts where like they're kind of like split on the side, sort of. I mean, all of that to say that like a lot of men like to run wearing those. And I always wonder like how far away from, you know, exposing the goods. So I would say she does have a point, but I would also like to clarify, like, was this an actual thing in the 70s or 80s, 90s, or was this just like television and magazine where people are like, how can you even work out just wearing under? Wow.
Dragging me for telling the truth is crazy work. All I said is that some of y'all pocketbooks be out at the gym. Y'all are sitting here saying, oh, all y'all want to do is conform to what a man think, what a man this, what a man that. Not once in my video did I say that anyone should change the way they look or dress for a man. That never came out of my mouth. Also, on top of that, the video of the girl who was wearing that other gym outfit I was talking about with the leg press. No, her outfit was not the extreme that I was talking about, but recording your Cookie Monster at the gym in spandex shorts and then recording it and posting it is diabolical work. That's all I said. Also, I want to note that there's a lot of videos that have come out I did not know about of men coming on here being very vulgar, being very angry, yelling about the way women dress at the gym. Did not see those videos. That is not the videos I was referencing. I was referencing a video of a really nice guy sitting there saying how he thought that some of the outfits were inappropriate because you could see the outline of people's cootie cats. A lot of y'all are still stitching me saying, oh, well, next y'all are going to say don't wear bikinis at the beach. This is not the beach. This is the gym. Okay, y'all are wearing paper thin bras, tube tops, spandex shorts with a butt scrunch with no undies. That's still insane.
Who been wearing lingerie to the gym? Like, whichever girl who been doing this, I need you to step forward real quick because I ain't never seen that before. I've been going to the gym for years. I've never seen no woman show up in no lingerie. Because I guess that's the part of the conversation I'm the most confused about is what are we actually talking about that we don't like that women wearing to the gym? Because I never seen lingerie before. So let's take that off the table. So is it the bra tops? Is it the short shorts? Is it the leggings up their butt crack? Like, what are we upset about that they're wearing? Because it really can't be lingerie. I never seen nobody wear that. So what are we talking about? But I will say this. A lot of people think that I'm like the modesty police, but I honestly am only against women wearing inappropriate clothes in settings that don't make sense. Meaning, we at a 5-star restaurant and you come in there half naked, right? We at a place where kids are and you come in somewhere with your butt cheeks hanging out. Like, that's when it's inappropriate. But I think that an exception is made when you're talking about places like the beach and you see women who don't have on a lot of clothes or the gym. Those are usually really the two exception places where I would say that it kind of makes sense for women to have on less clothes, right? When you at the gym, the bra tops, the short shorts, the leggings up their butt crack, no matter how uncomfortably and ridiculous some of those leggings are, I mean, if the girls want to wear them, they want to wear them. No matter how unsanitary those short shorts are for you to be getting on equipment with men who don't even wipe down the machines, and then you getting right on the machine with them short shorts on and exposing your private areas to equipment that ain't been cleaned, all right? I wouldn't personally do it, but to each his own. But I don't see anything wrong with the girls wearing it, right? A lot of them been in there working very hard for them bodies. And if they want to show it off, more power to them. I think that a lot of this do have to do with some of y'all men not having no self-control, right? Because at the end of the day, should you really be focused on what the girls are wearing? I know that if they look good, you gonna look, right? Everybody does it, right? Somebody coming in, they look good, man, woman, they got a nice body, people gonna look. That's what's gonna happen, right? But at the end of the day, it shouldn't be such a distraction that is throwing you off your workout, because your purpose is to be there to work out. So really, it shouldn't matter but so much what somebody got on when you focused on what you're there for.
Okay, I have a hot take that could potentially be polarizing. I'm just going to say that. The hot take is that we've gone too far with women's gym clothing. Okay, I understand that women should be able to wear whatever they want. I do agree with that. They should be able to wear whatever they want, go wherever they want without fear of being ogled or followed or harassed, whatever. Okay, but I think we have gone too far. I also need to say that I believe 99% of those videos, when the girl posts like a gym video and the guy's being creepy, 99% of the time the guy is being creepy. He is being a creep and he's being weird and she's just minding her own business, okay? But there's 1% of those videos where the girl will be like, this guy's being so creepy, and then she'll show the fit, and the fit is like the most fuck-ass Fashion Nova mesh cutout see-through pH ruining fabric fucking onesie where like she has a cutout like on her labia, like the labia is out, but somehow there's still a camel toe, and the camel toe is somehow so deep that she could literally like charge rent for it. Like somebody could live in there. She could Airbnb that shit. And the butt is so scrunched up that it looks like it's cutting her in half hot dog style. Legitimately. And when she bends down, it like erodes away.
And you know what hits home for me is the germs, because especially now that 9 times out of 10, these like gym outfits are being purchased at Temu or Shein. That material, you should actually, we are not even supposed to be trusting that material to protect our private parts. And now to wear that, and only that, because I know that some people don't even wear underwear because I don't know, I think it's more comfortable. I don't even know. I honestly don't know. So some people don't even wear underwear. And then you buy this polyester legging that is honestly not protecting anything, because if you can see the split line from your birth canal, like, I mean, you are not getting any protection. And then you go ahead and then just lay on this machine. Hopefully you wipe or you don't, but still, I feel like, I don't know, this is me, OCD, germaphobe, germ freak talking, but I cannot fathom that. And the fact that people out here like fighting for that is just insane. And to be honest, I would feel like less concerned if you're one of those girlies that is willing to drop, I don't know, $150 or $200 on like a very quality gym attire, gym outfit that comes with like 2, 3, 5 layers, especially on that area. I feel like I'm less concerned and I'm like super cool, but I feel like in the same light, if we can see the split line, I fear there's a Shein or Temu gym sets, and we all know why they're cheap. We all know why they're cheap. The quality is not that good. And now you're exposing your private areas to the barbell and meeting it biblically. Why? Why? I don't know. It's just insane for me.
I guess this might be what people are on the internet talking about. I would say the top is a sports bra, the bottom is, but to be honest, there's nothing you, me, or anybody else can do about that. They're going to wear what they want to wear to the gym. I'm seeing a lot of videos of women reacting by wearing their most tightest outfit or their most revealing type of gym outfit. And to be honest, I don't know if that guy who made the original video planned on using some sort of reverse psychology. But as a guy who's attracted to women, hey, this is the best trend I've seen on TikTok so far. And yes, I'm not about to go to the gym and start staring at nobody, but hey, I'm fine with looking at some attractive women as I walk by, look real quick. I'm not going to stare them down. But hey, this is where we've come to. This is where it's at. Wear whatever y'all want to wear to the gym. It really don't matter.
I think this is the combo people are struggling with. You know, this right here, this combo. I think.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is the outfit that the people are losing their minds over, as they should. Why are you in the gym like that? That is crazy, sister. Please. And this is what y'all trying to defend wearing to the gym? Are y'all not scared of yeast infections no more?
I think there's been some miscommunication. I don't think this is the sports bra and shorts combo that people are having an issue with. Amazing body, but I think this is the combo people are struggling with. You know, this right here, this combo. I think this is what's making people uncomfortable.
You don't really care about what people are wearing in the gym. You just want an excuse to talk about what women wear. You just wanted an excuse to talk about what women are doing because you're what? Misogynistic. Okay, there we go. Hello? Because when men do it, it's not a problem. When men don't wear t-shirts, when they have shorts that show a lot of thigh, when I can literally see your bulge in the gym. Okay, I can see your bulge in the gym. It's very inappropriate. Does anybody make mass videos to complain about it? No. Again, you don't care what people wear in the gym. You just care about what women wear. Because you're what? Misogynistic.
And, overall, I would say that this whole conversation comes down to what I would consider like common sense. At the end of the day, I would say just do what you want. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. You do not have to go to the gym with those splitting leggings. Because honestly, I feel like at some point I saw everybody wearing the split leggings and I thought maybe they wear those because that's a way to motivate yourself while you are at the gym, like squatting and whatever. And like, honestly, I feel like even if your body is not like big, when you have like those splitting leggings, like the scrunchy, I think that's how they call it. I don't know, it makes you feel good. But I wore that, I think like twice. And then I realized that it's not for me. It's not my calling. Then again, I already said I've been brainwashed. So I feel like I already have these things as my values. So like, I don't always feel comfortable showing skin. I can here and there. And even that is very rare. So it's not in my personality to walk around with short clothes or like show my skin like easily. I'm more of like, okay, you kind of have to earn it. And I'm not saying like it's any type of gold. Well, actually that's actually how I see myself, which is bad and good at the same time. But overall, I would say this is one of those things that you don't have to be influenced. If that's something that you enjoy doing, if like you generally feel like confident, if you're showing more skin, go for it. If you feel like you prefer to wear the oversized shirts, like the sweatpants, go for it. Personally, I do not like attention like that. I do not like attention that is driven by the fact that I'm like naked. Like, I don't know, like I don't like it. And I know that you can get like so many things in this life if you do that, honestly, like, But I personally don't like that and I don't want to drive that type of attention. And just so you know, although I wear like sweatpants and like baggy shorts to the gym, whenever I used to go, I used to get hit on still, which is weird because it's like, really, dude, like I'm actually covered. How dare you? How can you still like approach me? Which is weird. And the problem is not the fact that he approached me, it's the fact that he was actually married and he approached me. So I don't know. That's concerning. So overall, just to say that it doesn't matter how you dress. People will try you. People will approach you. And like this guy, for example, I was out there with sweatpants, like baggy t-shirts, and like he still approached me. And not even like to date me. He was approaching me because for some reason he thought I'll be like a good side chick. And mind you, I wasn't even wearing like the booty shorts with like freaking split and the scrunchy booty hanging and like the sport bra. No. He was just like, oh, you know what? I want to see what's in there. And he approached me. And there were some others, but honestly, 9 times out of 10, they often have girlfriends. But in this case in particular, he actually had a whole wife. So I would say don't dress modest because you want to be perceived as modest if that's not like your personality, if that's not you. Because like regardless, man will be man. And the second thing I would say, especially with the angles and like the fabric, is the fact that, I don't know, like, aren't people afraid of like yeast infection? And like, I don't understand why would you risk so much pain just to be able to like look hot or like get attention. And that is if you're trying to get attention, which honestly, attention is always good, no matter how you get it. If you want to get it that way, get it. And especially if you've been working for your body and it looks good, I can understand why you would feel like, yes, I kind of have to show this. And not only that, I know that as a woman, like little things really motivate us. Like, for example, wearing the split leggings. It can feel good, especially when I work out from home. I do wear like the shortest shorts because I want to look at the mirror and be like, oh girl, it's popping. So I understand how can that be like a motivation. Also, women can easily get motivated or stimulated by like having a cute gym set. That's like one of the things that we can do to make us like get inspired to get up and go to the gym. Like the cute gym sets are literally a motivation to us. So it's not really like, oh my God, I want a man to look at me. It's like a very internal thing that we do. But I feel like in the end of the day, it really comes down to decorum because like even 1 or 2 weeks ago, we were also talking about the Kentucky Derby because some influencers were invited because, what these days influencers get invited to, all sorts of events. And this one, it seems to be like a more classic one, classic attire and modest. And there were some influencers, they were getting some backlash because they were out here showing their girls and people felt some type of way about it.
Did y'all see how people were pissed at what this influencer wore to the Kentucky Derby? For the record, I think she looked stunning, but people were hating on her. If you don't know who she is, her name is Gabriela Moura. Gabby is a very big Brazilian influencer. She has over 11 million followers on TikTok alone. Like many influencers, Gabby is attending the Kentucky Derby this weekend, and a lot of people feel like her outfit is not appropriate. Specifically, her neckline is showing off the girls a bit too much. From what I gather, people feel like she should have worn something more conservative and classy, and overall, I think people are just sick of seeing influencers at these prestigious events. As a reference, here's what some other people wore to the Derby. We have Simone Biles here in this lovely lilac. Here's another example with Selma Blair. As a third reference, we have Gail Simmons. Gabby did address the hate comments and basically said that she can't help that she's a big-chested girl, and it doesn't matter what she wears, people are gonna over-sexualize her and feel like she's trying to seek attention when she's not.
I can't do anything about the boobs, and I don't want people to understand this video wrong and say like, why is she complaining, whatever. I'm not. Kind of pisses me off too, because sometimes I want to put so many cute shirts and dresses that if I put it on, people are gonna think that I want attention or anything like that, when it's just like I really love the dress, it made my body look good, and I can't take the boobs out of there.
And then again, I feel like it comes down to decorum, time and place. There is always a time and place. But one thing I will say though, in the case of Gabby, one thing that she said, and I stand with her because I can relate, she cannot do anything about the boobs, and I wouldn't say I have big ones, but I know there are some moments that I would like to wear something and then they just are all over the place. I just know that if somebody looks at me, that will be the first thing they will notice. And I don't like that. However, I will say that overall the dress is very cute, very modest, but with her possessions, it just makes it look a little bit vulgar. And honestly, there is nothing that can be said about that. There is nothing that she can do. She cannot remove them because, I don't know, they're really pretty too. So I totally understand. Sometimes I'm like scrolling through this website and I see like a beautiful top and with a girl with like very small and petite itty bitties. And then they look so cute. But I know that if I buy that, I'm just going to be walking around like a girl from Brazers. And that is like, it just cheapens your look so much. And it's so annoying because it's like beautiful and good and actually should be shown. But when it's shown, it just can't help by just looking vulgar. It's actually insane. At this point, I would prefer to have like a big butt because like the big butt is always there. And 9 times out of 10, it's going to be covered with some pants, with some skirts. Although I feel like some people also face some like, they deal with some struggles because there are certain uniforms, even if you try to dress like professional, like if it's too big, it seems like you're trying too much to show it. So overall, like we just can't win. But I really feel what Gabby is saying. Like the dress is beautiful. And I'm pretty sure that when she saw it on the website, because she seems like a very petite girl, but then like she has this whole thing going on in here. And I'm sorry if I'm like going way too deep into this. It's just something that hits home. It really hits home. So probably she saw it on the website and it looked beautiful and good because the model probably wasn't carrying all that. So she thought like, oh, this is a very beautiful dress. It's very long. Like the silhouette is like, perfect. But then when she tried it with everything that she has in her upper body, it's just way too much. And unfortunately, yeah, that's the thing. I don't think there's anything that she can do. Because even if she wore, let's say, I hope it falls. How do you say that? Strapless? Strapless dress? That's how they call it in Brazil, by the way. I hope it falls, like if you translate. So even if she bought that, it will be like way too, like that's the thing. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Like you just can't help by feeling like you're like so cheap and like so dirty because they will always be all over there. This was a cool therapy session. But yeah, overall, I would say like, yes, decorum, time and place. But as an influencer, she always has to look sexy, attractive, but also look good. And given what she has, I would assume that dress was from like House of CB or like it gives House of CB. And probably when she saw it, it didn't look like this. But then when she wore it, it was like all over the place. And honestly, at this point, people have to just deal with it. It is what it is. And I'm happy and proud that she is able to express herself and just show what she has without feeling like, oh my God, I'm so cheap and I'm like so dirty. Because honestly, you can feel like that sometimes because there is no way you can just look cute wearing some clothes. Like it's insane. I remember once I bought this top and I would say it's kind of similar to the girl wearing like the red hat, you know, like with little dots. But of course it didn't go all the way down, but it was just like the 3 dots and then the one in the middle. Like the girl was just like her. It looked cute. And then I bought it. And then again, because this was Shein, when I saw it, I thought the fabric wasn't like, you know, expandable. But when I bought it, because it's from Shein, the probably polyester, and back then I didn't feel like used to look at those details. I don't know what I was thinking. but it was polyester, like super expandable. When I tell you, like, you know what, the dot in the middle was like all the way here. Like, I had to offer that top to somebody else. I could not wear that and like survive a day. It will just be insane. So especially for Gabby, I'm in solidarity because when she saw the dress, I am confident. She thought, oh, that's a beautiful dress. And then she wore it and it was just like too much. And there's nothing that we can do. So I feel like that is the type of like policing women's body that people are talking about. And there are things that you just can't help it. And even if you just want to like push it further, recently also had this conversation about women wearing the balloon dresses or balloon skirts. And they are really cute. But I feel like, unfortunately, I really hate to be that person. But the more boosted you are in certain areas, you know what? In the words of one of the greatest philosophers of this generation, he said, ass so thick that everybody else in the room is so uncomfortable. And I really think it sometimes comes down to that. So if you have like a bubble skirt or bubble dress, bubble dress, and then like you have a thick behind, it just accentuates how inappropriate it can be. And I'm sorry I'm saying this, the same way I cannot wear like cutesy, itsy bitsy tops because of my boobs is the same way some people cannot wear like those bubble skirts if you have like a fat truck, because it's just, I don't know, it drives far more attention. And that's why when this whole discourse started about the whole bubble skirts and dresses, people were saying like, you cannot just see the petite girl is wearing it and thinking that you can just wear it. Because like when you're petite, I have one of those and I also was a little bit uncomfortable wearing it, but I feel like because I'm like more like petite, like I was more comfortable. But if you're like bigger, I'm not saying you cannot wear it, but it drives more attention. The same way I was just saying that I feel bad when I wear something that like reveals a lot up here because it's just attention. Like you kind of know what you're gonna get. And I'm sorry, I'm not saying that what I'm saying is the rule, but just bear in mind that in the end of the day, unfortunately, some clothes will look a certain way in your body when compared to like somebody else. Like if somebody's like super slim, super skinny, nothing going on over there, they can wear a bubble skirt, bubble dress, nobody cares, it's just cutesy. But if you have like a huge truck, it just makes everybody uncomfortable. And I'm not trying to be mean because like, as I said, Gabby also, she didn't look like she was going to like this type of event because it's very classic, very modest, but because of her dress, which I think she was just, trying to look cute and beautiful, but she just can't help by having so much and having all of that like in people's faces. Like literally made everybody like, uncomfortable. But overall, I feel like I've been yapping for a hot minute. Just let me know what you think. Do you think that nobody should even address this? People can wear what they want. As you saw in the video, like people were wearing the most incredible outfits in the 70s that's just going there with underwear. Do you think we should just let people, be young, wild, and free at the gym because it's the gym? Like the same way we don't police anyone like at the beach, like we should just let people be. Do you feel like women should be like more protective of their private areas, especially because of the germs? Or do you feel like, that we have literally a lot of problems in this world to be, wondering about what people wear? Because it's okay what people wear in the office, what people wear like in the gym. Next thing you know, we're going to talk about what women wear at the beach. So let me know your thoughts. Do you think that the guys that are saying like, hey guys, chill down, right? Or the girls that are just saying like, hey, why are you objectifying us? Like just move on. If you're here to work out, just work out. Or in the end of the day, straight males should actually just be happy because we are gifting them with so many great views. So just let me know your thoughts and I will see you in the next one.